Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris here with a Thunderdome of sorts. Sorry, Englantine, I'm taking Thunderdome for the meantime, but this is going to be actual comic comparison kind of Thunderdome. So we're starting off with Tomasi versus Bendis, Superman #1 against Superman #1, and I know technically this isn't the first issue of Tomasi's Superman Rebirth one. There was the Rebirth one shot, but that's essentially its own thing. This doesn't really. It has its own kind of separate story. It's just Superman Rebirth was essentially just setting up Superman in Action Comics of Superman becoming Superman again, and we'll start off with the good one. The one I like the most is the Tomasi Superman #1. And I've got to say, this cover is definitely my favorite out of the entirety of Tomasi's run on Superman. It's Gleason's cover. It's amazing. It's great. I love it. Because it's just a cool, great, almost dramatic cover, and it's also symbolic of it's essentially kind of a like the Superman Lois and Clark series that if I remember Jurgens was doing leading up to Rebirth. Superman with the wearing the black suit. He had a beard. It was essentially Return of Superman Part 2, or Return of Superman 2. And then this is just the main, he is definitely back. The Superman that you know, the Superman that you remembered is back in the role, and of course symbolizing that he's ripping off the black outfit, and he's got the almost traditional Superman one. This is the one. It was still inspired by the New 52 Superman outfit, since he doesn't get the underwear back until Bendis. But art for the majority is great. It is a good introduction. It sets up, even though it's a return of Superman, I think we all know it's actually more a coming of Superboy story, as the story essentially told through is to focus on John, on him. He's finally got his powers and having to learn to use them, and the amount of responsibility that comes with that. As shown here is that he accidentally kills his cat in a hawk, I believe it is, and he was seen by someone, and pretty much it's just a nice introduction. You have the sorry, the family troubles, John trying to accept all of this, and pretty much it's just the reintroduction of Superman, and the story of John becoming Superboy, essentially. Art for the majority, I do like Gleason's art. Of course, I like it. The writing is great. It's simple. It's to a point. It doesn't cloud the majority of the page, except for this one, but it's just kind of like a family discussion, introducing like the character of Kathy. But it's good, definitely. Like, I read when Rebirth first started, it's just like, okay, I got to pick up Superman because I liked the Lois and Clark series, and that this Superman, the original essentially Superman, will be coming back to the role. It's like, yep, I have to pick it up, and I didn't regret it. I did not regret it. Superman in Action Comics were the best. New 52 Superman was... I didn't really care for New 52 Superman, but Superman #1 is a great start. Was a great start to the Rebirth line of Superman. Now we go on to Superman #1 by Bendis. I've already done my review on it, so I'm just gonna paraphrase a lot of whatever I say, condense a lot of what I said. So cover, while I do like the cover, it's kind of just Superman doing his pose, standing up, his fists, his hands on his side, the sun shining on his back, symbolizing not only it's a brand new day, it's a brand new team. It's by Bendis. It's a new story. But compared to the Tomasi one, to the Gleason, this Rebirth Superman #1, this one, it's almost simple. It's not a bad cover, but it's just Superman standing there. But okay, so starting off, we get a recap of who Superman is, what's happening, and what happened in Man of Steel, what's going on with the story. The art for this, I believe it was yes, Ivan Reyes. He did the art for this. Definitely the art is one of the best points of Bendis' run. So essentially, the story is Superman is he can't find Lois and John yet because his communicator is destroyed. The communicator they coincidentally only mention in the last issue of Man of Steel, but so he has a new start. He decides to make a new Fortress of Solitude in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm sure Aquaman's gonna love that. We get a recap of what the Fortress of Solitude is, and Clark trying to keep up his facade of everything is okay so far, and I think I reread this and I saw a lot of people talk about Martian Manhunter seems out of character for this. It's just like, Superman, you need to be our representative in the galaxy. It's just like, it was like, then I reread, I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't really seem like a Martian Manhunter thing to do. It's just like, the guy was almost against him being the chairman of the Justice League. He didn't feel like he could do it, but it's just like, but you, Superman, you be the galactic representative for Earth. But I don't know. It's not terrible, but having reread that, it's just like, yeah, it's a little out of character for Martian Manhunter, but I don't know. But you got here to this infamous page that I talk about. Bendis repeating 3 times that the Earth is in the Phantom Zone, and that's it. Writing was okay to alright to a point. It still had the Bendis speak, unfortunately, but compared to Superman #1, I'm gonna go with Tomasi. I liked it. It was great. It was a return of Superman, and I've liked or loved everything that came out from the Rebirth Superman. Covers, I prefer this cover to the Bendis one, the Tomasi one to the Bendis one. Art style, I like the art. I like the art in both of them. The art in both is great, in my opinion. I like the art. Story, Yeah, I liked both stories. I know a lot of people didn't like Superman #1. It's interesting. It's all right. It's not the issue is not a 100% great start, but it's better than Action Comics number 1001 in my opinion. You know, I just didn't find that one interesting. But there will be a Thunderdome on the Action Comics one as well, so tune into that one when that gets out. But so yep, good. Good, okay, good. If I remember, or good, okay. But just a slight comparison between the two. But we'll see how Bendis goes on with Superman #1. It doesn't look good doesn't look good to 100% so far, but we'll see. But that's it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, check out my previous videos, and I will see you all next time.